the shades of gray and I just had to find myself. I know life is great and I just needed to remind myself. Yeah, I remember that a flower don't stay in bloom all year long. So one bad day don't make it all go wrong. Opportunity knocks while I just hold the door. I know that I just gotta focus more, and I can finally see that heaven I've been going towards, with angels singing praises through these vocal cords. They wanted me to tell the world that I'm on the way. I promise when we're back we gon' celebrate. Yeah, yeah, baby, save the day. So raise your glass to them better days, 'cause they're coming. I know I'm gone and it's getting late, but I'll be there, baby, save the day. This my soul in a vessel, through this whole instrumental. Every doll from the pencil, I'm a voice, not an echo. Yeah, this my wants and my fire, this my constant desire. This the sound of overcoming all those doubts in my mind. And it'll be worth it, it won't be perfect, but I'll have plaques and I'll have purpose. I'll have love and I'll have family, I'll have friends that understand.
Hello? There we go. Now it's working. Testing 1, 2. My mic work? Yeah. I wonder when Bishop's getting online. Bishop said he's gonna be on here shortly, so I'll hang out in his chat. But let's see how this thing goes, right? Maybe I should lower that number. There we go. Angry dog. I think Perkins would appreciate this angry dog from Anaheim, California. Man, I still have all my gifts from California. I thought I burnt through these. I need to be trying for Luckies here. There's some good Pokemon that are coming out. I'm gonna send her Mr. Potato Head. Boom, 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 boom.
Didn't care what they thought as the time passed by. Why'd we have to grow up, make mistakes, and I wonder why. I let you go on your own, and I wonder why. I hadn't seen you all year. I had to blink twice. I had to know it was real. You're in the same spot, same view, same jacket I bought you last year. I know we said some things that we didn't mean, but I take it all back to have you next to me. 'Cause in the end, this how it's meant to be. With your hand in mine, I'm in ecstasy. Used to sit by the pier by the ocean side. Went away for the day, have a place to hide. Why'd we have to grow up, make mistakes, and I wonder why. I let you go on your own, and I wonder why.
Hello, young daddy. Hello, how's it going? Oh, we are sending gifts. We're gonna start purifying here in a second. I just wanted to purify. I'm gonna send some gifts a little bit so that what's it called? I can swipe this stop. The stop right here that I need to get. How did your spotlight hour go? I'm assuming you do play Pokemon Go. Let's see. I'm over here eating. Don't mind me. Guys, haven't had dinner yet. I've been walking, trying out that whole new incense. Had a shiny Torchic out of it. So, yeah, it's been a good day, you know? Whoops. So this is the stop I was trying to... Boop. Cool. Cool. And then let's just do this by number. Let's just go ham, right? Start spending the Stardust on this.
Hello.
Hello, hey Johnny.
Hey.
What's that, man?
Not much. Yeah, see my new clips? Pretty good.
Your wait, what?
Playing my new clips I made.
No, I don't think I did see it.
Oh, they're pretty good. Apex, me killing people on one of them, and then the other one I escaped. Very, very fun. It was very easily, actually. It wasn't that dense, but it was kind of fun.
1 second, actually. I don't know if your volume got adjusted or what happened.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus, now that's too loud. Oh! Talk again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now you're peaking. You're peaking. What the heck happened? Try now?
So.
Yeah, now you're there. Now you're there.
Alright.
So you said an eclipse?
Clip. Twitch clip.
Oh, your Twitch clips. No, I haven't seen them. Let's see here. I saw them get posted, but then I didn't get time to watch them. So we ran over our data. So I haven't been able to watch shit at work. I've just been not doing anything really as far as like opening files. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll do that at home. And then I get home and I completely space everything I said I would open up and check out.
Oh, you don't have unlimited data?
No.
Oh,
No, we do
that's
not.
what I bought. Yeah,
Thank you,
I
Cool
bought...
Dude. Sorry. Thank you, Cool Dude 1000. That's a real name. Kidding, man. How are you? I always wonder about those names. You know when people like have just like 1,000 numbers in their name? I do need to get my manager up. My dashboard manager. That way I can read it. I'm purifying my Pokemon right now. Trying to hit my level 45. 10k. Oh, Cool Dude 10k. My bad. 10k.
I actually got a really good shadow from Giovanni.
Oh. The Latios? Latios, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't shiny though, but he's pretty good. He had he's full on defense and health, but he's missing like
I got you, Aquarock.
3 or 4 on attack.
There we go.
So close.
Send you this awesome gift from Anaheim, California. What's his stats? He said.
He's missing like 3 or 4 on attack and then full on everything else.
That's actually really freaking good. That's
yeah.
That's ideal because he has, you know, Shadow Pokemon have a 20% boost no matter what.
Yeah.
So so if you're lacking on the attack stat, it kind of gets made up with that boost naturally. So, but you do need like a little bit of bulk because of that defense drop.
Yeah, it freaking he was hard as hell
cool,
to get to. Like, I spent like my
I'll
whole
make sure to
lunch
add
break trying to get him.
That reminds me.
And I just couldn't get him, so I had to let Giovanni run away. And then at 6,
What are we on?
during Spotlight, I was like, alright, I'm gonna try this like once or twice, and then I'm gonna just go and do Spotlight. And yeah, I did it the first try finally, because he switched up his fucking Pokemon. Like the last Pokemon he had was just fucking. I couldn't hurt him. I couldn't hurt like 2 of his guys. I was all like, how the fuck am I supposed to beat this dude?
Well, back when he had Lugia, that was a bulk. I remember I struggled with him having Lugia. That was a bulky Pokemon. Latias he had like a lot of good Pokemon around Latias, but once we got to the Latias, she was so glassy that she just fell over. So this Latios, I was trying to catch him fast enough so I can get rid of his frustration on that event, and I didn't get to. I caught him.
Wait.
Yeah, I caught him a bit late, and then I was trying to get through my what's it called? I was trying to evolve during that event and do like all the starter evolutions, and then like I was on the hunt because the what's it called? The leaders all had starters. I was on the hunt for like a good shadow Charmander. So I was like going around Disneyland trying to find this Charmander, and I was finding what's his name? I was trying to find Cliff, but I kept finding Arlo everywhere, and I was just like, I want Cliff. And yeah, man, it was such a pain. And then I'm on vacation, you know, so I'm trying to really do enjoy the park.
I mean, that's how I enjoyed the park. I'd probably just play Pokemon Go too for at least a couple of hours, and then do some rides or something.
How you guys all doing tonight, by the way? Aqua, Rock, and Cool Dude. If I asked you guys if you guys had your Meditite
But yeah, so I did.
spotlight
I
hour.
did that, and
Your did you see my hundo for spotlight?
I think I did. I know a lot of people were showing off a lot of their good Pokemon. I'm like, I didn't get shit again.
Well, we were discussing about Mega Scizor coming out. I think it's gonna be Mega Scizor.
Oh, okay.
There's a bug event. They haven't announced what the Mega Pokemon's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Mega Scizor. And I know everyone's like, well, maybe it's Mega Pinsir or Mega Heracross. I don't think Heracross because it's a regional. But then they're like, oh, well, Kangaskhan was a regional. I'm like, yeah, but Kangaskhan came out during the Kanto Fest, and then it came out again during Go Fest, and then it came out again for its Mega. Heracross hasn't experienced that yet. Heracross barely came out for Johto. So I think they're going to give Heracross the same kind of thing. They're going to give another day for it, and then they're going to come back around in a year and give that Mega Heracross. But Pinsir, I mean, I can't really roll out Mega Pinsir coming.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but I think you're right. It's not gonna be Mega Pinsir though, because he's pure bug, isn't he, or is he bug normal?
Pinsir is bug. I think he's pure bug. Yeah, I think he's pure bug.
So I don't think he's gonna come out because they already got Beedrill for Mega bug. So I think it's gonna be a dual type. That way they cover more typings, because I think that's what they're eventually gonna do. They're gonna have like one Mega or mini Megas, but it's gonna branch out to all the typings. So you be all like, well, I have Lopunny as my fighter normal or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And then you know what I mean.
Yeah, they have to cover some typing. And I think the only other typing was for Steel. You're gonna be able to use Scizor for Steel.
Yeah, exactly.
The only other one that was Steelix, and no one really rated for him, and people use him more for his ground than his Steel, and he's not even like a good Steel type. He's out there to help everyone else. You are not gonna put out any damage with him, and you just sit there with him really, because he's a tank. I admit, he's a tank, and he'll sit out there for a while. And if you put him against a right counter, he'll be out there forever. Because like I had what Pokemon were you rating for? The Tapus. The Tapus Green Fairy. I was using Mega Steelix, and he was just sitting out there. And when they hit him with the Fairy move, it was like the smallest of chip damage. I was starting to see like that little health drop, similar to what the Raid drop was. That's how bulky he is. So.
Yeah, but that's good to have them out like that, especially if they're weak to steel or ground or whatever the hell he buff. Because I mean, if you just keep them out there, then everyone else is gonna get the boost. I find that more helpful. I've been doing the same thing. Every time I have my Mega out, I just dodge.
Just dodge. Yeah.
Yeah, just to have the boost for as long as I can, because I don't know, I don't feel like I do as much damage when I attack, even though like they're supposed to do a lot of damage, but they don't. I don't think they do.
I'm with you. I don't think they do too much damage as a Mega. They should do better, but they don't.
Should be one-shotting the fucking raid boss.
Right.
But yeah, no. So I've been doing that, but like I was raiding Mega Gengar because someone sent me a raid for Mega Gengar, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna join theirs, and then I got like 3 Mega Gengars, but no one wanted to raid. They just did the one with me, and I was like, okay, I got one more. You guys want to do it? And like one guy was all like, yeah, I want to do it. And then I'm like, we're gonna need more than me and you.
Right. You know,
But yeah,
you
no
could
one to do it.
if it wasn't weather boosted, you can duo it, but you do have to have like what's it called, dark types. You can't go in there like everyone has to go in their dark types, and the reason why dark types is because if you go in there with psychic, it is super effective, and if you go in there ghost, they are super effective, but they're also reverse super effective. You know, if he has a ghost move, he's gonna hurt you just as much.
Yeah, he just fucking one shots all your guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what I used against him that worked really well. I think you're right. I think it was dark type. Because I just went with the recommended, which was psychic and ghost. And yeah, he just one shot us because he has fucking shadow ball. I'm just like, oh god. And well, then everyone was bringing psychic, so I was also like, maybe it is psychic because everyone was bringing psychic. So I had a mega evolve for the spotlight hour, which was my dragon psychic, and because that little dude on spotlight hour is psychic. And so I was all like, all right, if everyone's gonna use Mewtwo, and I put him in, and fucking everyone threw out fucking ghost Pokemon, and I was just all like, you guys just use psychic. I saw you use your psychic. It's all like, and now you're using fucking ghost. Like, what is fucking wrong with you? And one guy brought a Mega Charizard, and I was like, why are you? Why? No one's gonna be boosted by that. No one's using fucking flames or air. I don't understand your little group there. They're like fucking brain dead.
They use recommended. I admit they do.
I know they do, but like even my recommended was all psychic, and I don't know how it gave them fucking ghost.
Really?
Well, I didn't get. I was like, fuck. But yeah, I had like 3. I was gonna try to do because I really want a good shiny to use of him because I just like the way he looks. Looks fucking awesome.
He does.
Fucking
white, dude. And he's big, and so he's like out there noticeable. Like there's some megas you don't notice. Absol, a fucking mega Absol shiny, you don't fucking see it out there. You don't. It's not that. It's not that noticeable. You know, you better hope you get Final Strike so you can flex it. But,
yeah, or a shiny Talonflame. It's like a different shade of red. And it's just like, but it's like such a small shade of red difference. Like you can not tell if that thing's fucking shiny.
Right.
Because I was evolving because it was like double XP on evolve. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna evolve the ones I've already set aside to evolve. And so I'm just sitting there evolving them. And I was all like, oh yeah, I got a couple shinies I can do. So I did my shiny, right? And it was the Talonflame one. So when he's small, he's gold. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I already got one, so I'm gonna evolve him. And so I evolve him, and he's still gold. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Maybe he's gonna be gold as the Talonflame. And like, nope, loses the gold. And I was all like, did I just lose my shiny? And it's like, no, it says he's still shiny. And so I was looking at him and the other Talonflame, and I'm like, it's a different shade of fucking red. I'm all like, I would rather have kept him as a gold little dude.
Right.
At least then he looks halfway cool. I was like, oh, that one broke my heart. I was all like, oh, well, learned my lesson on that. But I didn't check my Rockruff. I was gonna evolve a Rockruff, because I have, I got 3 shiny Rockruffs, and so I'm keeping one as a Rockruff, which is like the worst one out of them. And then I was gonna evolve the other 2, but I couldn't remember if it was day or night that I needed, and so I didn't evolve them. So I was all like, oh, look it up later.
I started naming mine dusk, midday, and evening. I think
You
or
finally
night.
got 3 shiny Rockruffs?
No, I don't have a single one. Remember, I don't think I even have. Yeah, I think that's a shiny. That's alerted me. Let me check that out.
Don't worry, it only cost me $70.
That's actually not bad. That's not bad. It's what I expect to pay for for 1, not for 3. That's not bad for 3.
I mean, it's a lot better than my as like. Oh, go on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say one of the content creators, he has spent over $4,000 for a Sundo Dialga. He got it.
Yeah, but that's a shun. That's as far as I don't even have one, dude. I don't even have one. So, yeah, I would expect that. Honestly, I would expect that. I would raid something so fucking hard and still never get a shiny Shundo. Like, I might get a perfect, I might get a shiny, but I'm not getting a shiny Hundo, like, fucking ever. So,
I mean, I barely got mine off of a lucky trade. I don't have a Shundo beyond that.
Yeah, they're just incredibly, well, for some people, they're incredibly rare. Like, I know one guy, he's got, like, a couple shiny Hundos. I'm just all like, are you? Because he's got, like, 92 hundreds, and a couple of them are shiny Hundos, and I'm just all like,
that's true. Right? I don't know.
Yeah, and I was gonna say whose dick did you suck, but he's gay, so I didn't want to say that. I'm scared of the answer.
I'll suck yours right now. What?
My friends can never know.
Just want to let you know. It makes you gay for receiving it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've seen South Park, right?
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen that one. You guys showed me a clip of it. You guys.
Yeah. That's we call it the Cartman defense because it's where Cartman sucks Butters' dick and then says that Butters is gay for allowing Cartman to. And it's just all like, what? That. Either way, it doesn't make you fucking gay like a shit. But yeah, that's like one of our favorite ones because we're just all like, eh. And then that whole episode is just funny. Me and Kyle were talking about that episode a couple days ago, and because when he tells the guys, and then they all like, dude, that's super gay. Well, the only way to reverse the gay polarity is to get Butters to suck your dick. And he's all like, really? That works? He's like, yeah, totally, man. And so he like runs to Butters' house. He's all like, Butters, I got a sweet surprise for you. And he's all like, oh, a surprise? Yep. Now put this blindfold on, get on your knees, and open your mouth. And he's all like, you're not gonna put anything icky in my mouth, are you? Butters, I promise you, I will never put anything icky in your mouth. And then he's all like, okay, just hold it right there. And Butters' dad walks in and he goes, Butters! And he freaks out and pulls up his pants and fucking runs out. And he's all like, Butters, what is going on here? I'm getting a surprise. Oh God, no, not my son.
I haven't seen that part. That's great.
It's funny. That whole episode's hilarious because then they send Butters to a straight camp to get him straight, and the whole time Butters doesn't know what the camp is. He just thinks he's at camp, and like the counselors are just all like showing him magazines of these like ripped dudes in underwear, right? And he's like, this confuses you, doesn't it? And they're just like this confuses you, you're confused, aren't you? And he's all like, yes, this is all very confusing because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Therefore, yeah,
yelling at him.
So ridiculous.
Oh, it's one of their better episodes. That whole episode's gold, man. I love it.
So I'm purifying Pokemon, right? I'm gonna turn this back into Pokemon. I didn't notice, but when you purify a Pokemon, it costs less candy to evolve it after that.
Does it?
Yeah, I have a Magikarp right here that can go into a Gyarados for a budget price of $360.
Okay, so it's not like Lucky. Lucky, I think, is half.
Yeah, half. Yeah.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, so that's good though. I didn't know that. But then again, you are taking away their attack when you do that.
I realize your Latios could probably be a Hundo.
Yeah, I realize that too if I purify it, but I
That's
know
a
I'm
hard
never gonna
thing.
get. Yeah, because I like the shadows because I like the +2 attack they have.
Yeah, yeah. And not only that, but do you have a good one in when we were doing all the megas for it?
I don't think I do actually. Dude, I don't get good Pokemon like ever.
I feel like this game is like you have to put in your time before it's anything relevant because I was like that last year, you know. Kyle's over here with Kyle's over there with getting a shiny Entei, shiny Suicune, shiny Raikou off of like every like 2-3 raids, and here I was freaking sweating my ass off, joining any raid fucking possible, failing some because I didn't have this group before this, and just scuffing my way through, and I didn't have any good ones. I would have 2 stars and stuff.
So I do have one that he's missing 1 attack, 1 defense, but he's full on HP. So he's just as good as my Shadow. My Shadow's missing just 2 on attack.
That's good then. I wouldn't purify your Shadow. I would run because I was thinking about your. I was like, you know, would it be good for a freaking Hundo Mega? But if you have one just as that, it's just as good. Power them both up.
Dude, there's a hunter outside my house. Dude, that incense, that daily incense is insane.
It is. I love it.
For 15 minutes, I'm like, dude, I'm that's what I was also saying to myself earlier. I was all like, dude, if you have a gotcha, that thing is amazing. Because as long as you keep clicking on like the one, it might even catch ones if it takes a while for you to catch one, because they still pop up while you're catching.
Your gacha doesn't work on it.
Well, that sucks dick then. But still, it'll catch around you. It'll catch stuff around you.
That's true. It would.
But yeah, dude, I almost got the really cool looking Articuno. He looked fucking sick. I didn't even know it was an Articuno. I was like, that's a weird fucking bird. And I clicked on it, and it was all like Articuno. I was like, oh, is it shiny because it's fucking purple? I thought it was a shiny thing because it's purple.
Yeah. You got the Galarian.
Yeah.
You didn't get the regular one. You got Galarian.
No.
That's fucking sick, dude.
And it ran on the first ball, dude. It ran on the first fucking ball. So
people are saying it's a 1% odds. And I was like, well, everyone said the same shit about Suicune, Entei, and Raikou during Johto Fest. And let me tell you, I caught 2 of them. I have an Entei at 150 CP and a Suicune at 173. I got 2 of them, so we can do it. I don't know if I can do it above 200 CP.
Right. Yeah, I was sad though. I was still sad that I missed it. I was just all like, and I couldn't have thrown a better ball. It was an excellent ultra golden raspberry.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I could have done.
Besides throwing it in the kneecap, like I tell people to do.
Just fucking pull out a gun. You're coming with me.
Did you read that part of the chat?
Yeah.
We were all there trolling. Yeah, if you just throw it at the freaking kneecap.
It's all like, fuck you. Yeah, I was.
I love how someone tried it and they said it worked. And they're like, it fucking worked. So, yeah. Because think about it. If you were running from the police and they hit you in the fucking kneecap, they caught you too.
I was an adventurer once until I got shot in the knee. That guy's that whole meme's hilarious.
It really is.
It's so dumb. It's always funny because whenever you meet that guy, you're just riddled in arrows, and then you got like 9 of them going through your knees. Like I was, anyways. I was like a porcupine because I was running to the town and I was being chased by fucking bandits, and they just kept nailing me with fucking archers, like bows. And yeah, when I get to the town, I just hear one of the guards just go, "I was an adventurer like you once. I took an arrow to the knee," and I just look at my guy in third person. I'm just all like, damn. It's all like I'm riddled in arrows.
I I love it when like you have like when people are posting posts on the internet of like you like just bombarded with like arrows everywhere except for the knee.
Except for the knee.
And
Yeah, that
they're
didn't
like,
happen in my case. I had like 4 of them going through my knees.
and they're like, well, that was a thing. I never got a shot in my knee.
I would have laughed if after meeting that guy, the arrow to the knee guy, that the next time an arrow touched your knee, your guy would just insta die. That would be hilarious.
That would
Like,
be the legacy of the meme, right? Keep it fucking going for that reason.
Yeah, they should definitely put that into one of the games. Like, just at some random point, if you take a certain arrow to the knee, it just kills you instantly. You know, it's just like a guy, like one or like a boss that's, or not even a boss, just like a little coward guy, like that's in the Dark Brotherhood or some shit. And he's all like, "I will show you. You can't make a fool of me." And then at some point, he just comes out of nowhere and shoots you in the kneecap, and you just fucking die.
It would be so legendary if they like put it in a PvP game to where your knee, you getting shot in the knee,
like a headshot,
was more than a headshot. Just
more than a headshot.
Just oh fuck. I'm one.
I'm one. Yeah, dude, you'd see people aiming for the knees all day. I mean, but it'd be so hard for gamers to do that because they're so used to aiming for the head on everything.
Yeah.
And that now they have to like aim low. Even though, dude, I've seen Overwatch. You remember when Overwatch first dropped? And Hanzo with his scatter shot, you could shoot it like almost like at the ground, and it would just bank off the ground and shoot them in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that people got good at that. Okay.
Really
when
did.
I figured that out, I was, yeah, because you can't defend against it. It's just like if he's like a foot away from you, you are dead.
I used to hate it because sometimes they would like nuclear option it, you know, like you already have the jump on them, and it wasn't like they took a fucking aim at you or they turned on you.
You just shoot the ground.
They just shoot the ground and like kind of like run forward enough and it just kills you.
Instant die. Yep, I've done that to a couple players, and it's been done to me a lot, and I was just all like, oh, Jesus, dude. His was cool though, but yeah, I liked him, and then I liked when High Noon would do it in like a set, like I want to say like 1 or 2 seconds. Like you could High Noon people that quick, where it was unblockable. Because all you'd hear is High Noon and then bang. Like there was no blocking it. It was insane. And then they slowed it down because people were getting like pissed off that it was unblockable. Like you can't do anything.
Yeah, I remember when Dakota was grieving about it. He was like, so stupid. It was so freaking good. Now they slowed it down so much that I can get freaking sniped by a Ana before I can even fucking pull it off.
yeah, because it took like 4 seconds for him now to lock on, where before it was like a second to lock on.
Mm-hmm.
And that ruined a lot of. He used to play the cowboy guy all the time because I'd make fun of him. I was like, oh look, it's an Indian playing a cowboy.
You know, Dakota really loves Western stuff.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
For being for being a native. Joe. Yeah.
Dude, when I found that, like, that was just randomly on my feed, by the way. I didn't look it up. It just said like the first hold my beer meme, and I was all like, well, it has a little Indian guy in the picture, so I'm gonna click on it. And it was great. I was all like, you hold them beer. I was just all like, oh man. To be a stereotypical, back when stereotypical stuff was hilarious. Now it's just wrong.
Now it's just wrong.
Yeah, I've never seen that because it's a Yosemite Sam cartoon. I've never seen that Yosemite Sam cartoon. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious.
I'm almost done purifying. What the hell?
So when you purify, it gives them return, right?
Yeah.
And you like return's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, especially on certain Pokemon. Typically Pokemon who are normal types, it's pretty good on because they get that stab boost. So it's stronger than a Hyper Beam.
Oh, okay. If it's on a normal Pokemon,
Yeah.
it still takes a long time to charge, though.
Yeah. It's a little bit quicker than a Hyper Beam, but it what's it called? It's like 70 energy, but it does 130 damage. That's fucking monstrous. That's more than Blast Burn or Hydro Cannon or Frenzy Plant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is. Yeah, but those are also used less than 75.
Yeah, it's usually you can pop off 2 of those before you can pop off 1 return. Like right here, I have a good Star Raptor who has the Community Day move Gus, and I'm actually going to go ahead and teach it. It's Purify.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually got some Pokemon to learn Gus.
And then to teach him a new attack, 8,000. That's really cheap. I might give him a shot.
Oh man, I totally spaced that it's a new unknown. Isn't it like Unknown 0 or something right now?
Unknown S or something like that.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. There's like 1,000 people queuing up for it already. I was all like, oh yeah, I forgot.
I totally forgot too.
But yeah, hopefully hopefully I get a couple of Galagas tomorrow.
Have you got a shiny yet?
I haven't got one yet.
Oh, damn.
I've been busy working. I've been closing, so I don't even get a chance to raid.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But
and you know what kind of sucks is that this group, they're kind of like done because it came out like 3 times in the last year. And
not the groups here. Groups here
that's what I'm
excited for it.
saying. I'm like, why is no one else? And I was talking to Itanjo, you know, the black guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to him about it and everything, and because even Sandoval's not even really rating for it, and it's really just me and like him and you know a few other people, and
They already maxed it out.
No,
a lot of people like to use him in Masters.
Yeah. So Sandoval did max out his, but it's so funny because I did that thing that you say, like, well, do it again.
Well, yeah, do it again. Do you got a shiny hundo? No? Do it again.
I thought that would motivate them when I told them I had a shiny 98. And I'm like, and they're like, why are you still rating for it? For that fucking Sundo. Like, what? Like, there's something better out there. Go for it. Why do you settle with just, you know, one shiny and say, well, that's the end of that journey? Because I think you're gonna get really bored of Pokemon Go if you do that. You can get
eventually you'll hit an end point where you're just like, well, I have all the shinies, they're just not really good, or I have all the Pokemon, but not all the shinies. But you know, I have all the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like just completing your Pokedex, like
Welcome back,
anyone
Daddy.
can complete their Pokedex.
Daddy.
If they've been playing since the start. I'm sure you're.
It's so weird
either
calling you
close or
that, but
completed
yeah,
all
I'm gonna
yours.
pronounce. I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna commit to it. So.
Because they've all been released.
Yeah, they really have. What do you think about the what drive do you think? So we've gotten every drive possible already,
Okay.
but they haven't released any they haven't re-released any drives. Does that make sense? So Genesec has came out 6 different times, I believe. It's one of the only mythicals that has come out 6 times.
Yeah, but he came out different because he's water bug and then he's fire
exactly.
bug.
So all his drives have came out, and there's only 5 drives. There's only the water bug, the ice, the electric, the fire, and I'm missing one. Ice, water, fire, electric. It's not grass. He doesn't have grass. Damn.
I have no idea. Is it poison?
No. I have it in my porno website here. No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Electric, fire, ice, water. So,
Yeah, I only have the water one.
So, yeah, I only have the electric and the water one too. I do have a girlfriend.
Okay.
I have a girlfriend. We've been together for 3 years now. So.
But he's cool. He's cool to have. Yeah.
3 years.
I don't have like.
Crazy. I'm like saving up for a ring, but don't tell her that.
My shiny Pokedex is like really lacking.
Mine is too. I know it looks like I have like a lot, right? So my shiny dex, I'm full of shit. My shiny dex is 220. Never mind. That's not too poor. I thought it.
Well, I don't understand some of these because you know, if they're not silhouetted, right? Like you can see them. Mm-hmm. That means you've caught them, right?
Yes. So you caught them before, and then if they're silhouetted, it means you've seen them before, meaning that you've either encountered them or you battled one.
Yeah, or you battled one. But you see, there's some that I have I got a Farfetch and a Ponyta that says I have a shiny, that I have a shiny version of that, right?
Yeah.
I don't have a shiny version of the regular Ponyta. I have a shiny version of the Galarian form. But it shows up as if I've caught a Ponyta, regular Ponyta, in shiny. It's the same thing with Farfetch. Like I don't have a regular Farfetch shiny. I have a Galarian Farfetch shiny, but it has given me also that one.
Interesting. Let me check out one that's Galarian. I do not have Lockjaw. Just let that be known. I guess I should look at the Kanto. Wait, do I have a shiny? I do have a shiny Eradicate. So that one can have a Galarian, right? Where are you, Eradicate? Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, if you get the Galarian form, it says it gives you the others.
Yeah,
but that's why.
it does.
So that's why my shiny Pokedex is all fucked up, because I know I don't have like all these different shinies.
That's
I
true.
have one of them.
That's actually very true, cause yeah, cause I have the shiny Galarian Ponyta, but I don't have a regular Ponyta. I click on every single one. Oops. For a regular, I think it's funny how I have more shinies of Galarians and like pretty much like Aloans and stuff. So you know the remixes of them. I have more shinies of those than I do of a Kanto Pokedex. And so it's heartbreaking. I also have a few good hundos. Same thing. I have a good hundos for all those Pokemon, but Kanto Pokemon who have been around forever, none.
None.
Can you play a song for me? I cannot, and the reason why is because
That's
of
funny.
copyright strikes, and
There's only, like,
also
a
I don't pay
few
for
Pokemon that I
Pretzel
have, like,
Premium
a
yet,
ton
so it's on me.
of just.
So
It's funny because like when I was
I
rating
pay
real
for a
hard,
license
it was
for
when
music to be played with
like,
non-copyrights.
Cobillion and like the Lion Rock dudes came out.
And right now
which
we're
are,
on
like,
the
Fighting
pop
Rock.
playlist, but I'll
They
put
all
on
look
the genre
like a
if you
type
want
of
to do
lion.
that.
One looks like a deer.
Which one?
Anyways,
Which one?
I don't know.
You said a lion that looks like a deer?
Yeah, they're legendaries. They're legendaries in Unova legendaries.
Fucking Univa's so fucking stacked.
But anyways, I have all the shinies of those like dudes. Like I have them. I have Rushiam and Zakaram. I have shinies of those two. Because like
that's actually pretty cool because I don't think I have signings of all those. My shiny decks for legendaries on Unova is alright. I have the weather people, but I'm missing Version.
Oh, you're missing Version.
Mm-hmm. I rated for him pretty good too.
Oh yeah, that's the deer one I was talking about. I have a shiny of him.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he is cool. He's like all of those shinies are actually dope because they just have cool colors. But like there's just some shinies that suck. Like I would say Talonflame shiny is kind of that. It's just a brighter red. Not that great. Rockruff's cool though because he turns blue.
Yeah, and then his shiny farms are pretty cool too. I like his Rockruff's shiny farms. I've seen a shiny Berserker. It's weird.
I've seen a ton of shiny because when you battle, sometimes you just run into whole shiny teams.
Yeah.
And so it just tells you you've seen them. I've seen like a ton.
Someone flexed on me. They had a shiny Heatmore, and I was like, "You piece of shit! What the fuck are you to have a shiny Heatmore?" And I also started thinking, "Is that hacks? Has Heatmore came out? Has Heatmore came out with a shiny? It's a regional. Not all regionals are shinies yet."
Right.
So I'm like, is that hacks? I don't know. So there was a guy who was over there flexing online. He with the new incense, he caught like all 3 Galarians and stuff like that. And then he had like a shiny Mewtwo encounter, and everyone was like, "You're hacking, bro." They're like trashing on him and everything. But anyways, I don't think anything happened to him, but I heard that they were like, "We're gonna report you to Niantic." And it really did look a little bit suspicious. Like, you can't. I mean, not only did you get all 3 birds on day 2 of the incense, you caught a shiny Mewtwo in that. You're that's weird. That's weird.
No, that is that. He's done something to up his odds because there's just the odds of that happening it's not impossible, but it's highly unlikely.
Exactly. It's one thing to run into them, but run into all 3 of them already and catch all 3 of them, and then go catch a shiny Mewtwo. I'm like, you're bullshitting,
mind blown.
Hey,
yeah,
Alicia.
He probably was definitely.
What do you think of that? Yeah. Alicia stopped by in the chat.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've run. You know what's really dumb though is you can't stack the daily with your normal incense.
Yeah, you have to leave one to end.
Yeah. And I was just all like, well, that's dumb. Because I have a ton of incense. And so I thought, like, maybe I could, like, I didn't know that it was a different incense. I thought it was just like a normal free
No.
daily incense.
Not only that, but it spawns different Pokemon.
Yeah, it spawns a lot. Spawns some. I think it spawns every Pokemon there is.
It spawns everything that you've encountered in your dex, your Pokedex.
Yeah.
So
that's
as
like
long as you have it in your Pokedex, and that's the thing I asked earlier. I was like, can you spawn regionals? I have regionals in my dex. That would be pretty cool if I can get a Heracross. You know?
I would assume you can.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it to happen because I'm waiting for someone to play enough to have it happen.
Yeah, but you see, but if that's how it works, then wouldn't it just be wise to make a new account right now, and then have that account only encounter legendaries? Like you'd have your starter obviously.
Oh, and then
but then
just
only capture legendaries with it, and then use your daily, and it should just give you either the starter you have, or a legendary spawn every fucking time.
One fucking hell.
That'd be a cool ult.
Strat. Yeah, like that would be, you know, like you're on to something.
Dude, imagine if that worked, because then you could just be like, so this is my third ult, and he only can do legendary raids, and he can only capture legendaries. But then you'd have an account that daily would get legendary encounters. And then you could just trade those to your main or second.
I can't even fathom what those Pokeballs would be like. And you could never hatch a fucking egg. You're never gonna progress on any research. All research out the door. All daily stuff out the fucking door. You're literally going out and raiding for these damn things.
Yeah. Yeah, you're literally just, that's all you want it to have, just so you can just. It's all like, I spawn is this dude.
I wonder if that's what that guy did. You know?
That would, if
like
that's how it worked.
If that's how it worked, if he started a new account and just traded that account,
yeah,
and just
legendaries,
said fuck it, we're gonna trade it and spend like a fucking 300,000 to Stardust, but it's not outlandish for you to do it.
Yeah, because the one he's trading to doesn't have to have the Stardust. It's his main account that has the Stardust.
Yeah, so his
which
main
probably
account,
has.
Yeah, so then he just trades the birds over and traded a fucking Mewtwo over. But then it didn't make sense for day 3, day 2. I guess day 3, it would be day 3. So I guess he could have got the 3 birds over. But the fucking Mewtwo, that's weird. How would he have done it?
There's no way. You can't
way.
You can't have 2 special trades in a day. Actually, you can at that. There was one time that you could.
Yeah.
But so unless he had a third account that he had already planned, like he's all like, I know what's coming out, and then had already planned it.
Then he could have caught it, unless he had an alt account that he just started like 2 weeks ago and got the Mewtwo.
Yeah.
And maybe passively throughout the time caught like nothing almost, you know? He could have like spent the event catching starters. There's been a lot of starters lately. So he could have just caught fucking starters. Because on his little flex little thing, he had a lot of starter Pokemon with those, you know, the legendaries and then the Mewtwo. So it kind of, it wasn't like he had straight legendaries spawning, but he did have, you know, all those legendaries, and you're like, how did you get that in one encounter? Like, what? But I guess it wouldn't be totally far-fetched if it was just a coincidence he started a new account, caught the Mewtwo, and then benched his account for the last couple of weeks. Weirdo.
It's like, so it is possible, but only if he's fucking psychic and he knew this was happening. I mean, he could have had a dev friend and he's all like, bro, create another account, and don't use it. Just get
Don't.
these Pokemon on it and then never touch it until I say. And it's like, dude, do the daily. You click the daily, it just like spawns like just Mewtwo's and everything. You're just all like, this incense is amazing. Never catch nothing but a legendary. That's my only advice to you. But like I said, like, I mean, if that was the case, I could see some nerds just going out, throwing away one of their old accounts, or just not using it as much, and just create a new account, just so they could have that. Because I mean, that's a game changer. I mean, because then you could just trade, and you'd probably get like Chinese and stuff of legendaries.
That's pretty true. Well, then say, what the fuck? Are you serious? Sorry, I'm looking at my 1,000 fucking Stardust Pokemon.
Oh, are you gonna say your 1,000 followers? I was like,
1,000.
damn.
I know.
Like flexing on me. I'm like, motherfucker. I'll show him. I'll suck dick on my stream. Then we'll see who has the followers. Imagine. It's just one day you just flex on me with like more than I have, and then I'm just all like, no, I'm changing this today. Do the most outlandish shit I can get away with.
I wonder. Okay, let's get out of this.
Well, have you ever heard? So I just recently, so I watch a YouTuber. He reacts to TikTok a lot, and I never heard of this dude, but I guess he's famous in the TikTok world, and I don't. Kyle actually heard of him. I was like, no way, you've heard of him. But so have you heard of him, Andrew Tate?
He sounds familiar.
He's like his personality on TikTok is like a Giga Chad. Like he's like alpha male and very misogynistic, especially towards women.
I think I have in controversies. I don't think I've watched any of his stuff.
Yeah, that is pretty much what it is. He's big because he's controversial. That's pretty much it. But it's obvious that he plays into it. Like he might have said a few outlandish things at the start, but now he just really plays it up. And it's kind of more like a character at this point. But yeah, like one of his things that he said that went viral was he was on a plane to somewhere, and he looked at the cockpit and he saw that it was a woman flying the plane, and he got on his phone and he tweeted, "Is all like, I just saw my pilot. It's a woman. How do I get off this plane? Because they can't even drive cars," or something like that. And of course it went viral, like, and people made memes of it, of a text that says all like, after he saw his pilot, and then it's just like a guy skydiving out of a plane. And so it went super viral. I was like, oh my god. But that's pretty much what that's pretty much what he's famous for. He's pretty much famous for being a complete dick. But like, there's some that you can obviously tell that he's playing it up because he's trying not to laugh at his absurd thing he's saying. Like one that like you could clearly tell he's trying not to laugh was all like, yeah, I don't hang out with weak men, you know. I don't hang out with bitches, you know. And he's talking about how none of his friends have COVID or something like that, and he's all like, only bitches get COVID. And it's like so absurd that even he's like trying not to laugh at this bullshit. But yeah, it was some, yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, the persona is, he's an asshole, pretty much it. But yeah, so yeah, I don't think I could ever be one of those people who get famous by controversy, because dude, they gotta get so much hate mail. Like, I mean, at least people are watching him, but they're watching you because they hate you.
Yeah, and I think you gotta like ignore it. Like you just gotta like sit there and ignore all of it.
Yeah, and I don't think I could do that. Because you go out and people recognize you, and he probably gets shit thrown on him all the time.
Pretty true. Pretty fucking true there.
Yeah, well, another one of his big lines was so like he goes like, I have all these whack ass people coming up to me and saying like, Bugattis ain't that cool of a supercar, and I just look at him and go, well, which color's your Bugatti? Or something like that.
That's actually pretty good.
That is a good line.
That was a good line. Yeah.
That was one of his things. Oh, that was someone said your Bugatti's a shit color or something like that, and he goes, well, what color's your Bugatti? And of course, no one has a Bugatti. So yeah, I think that's what it was. But yep, that's always a good line to come back with. So like, oh, do you got one?
What color is yours? So golden.
Yeah.
How strong would this Snorlax be? So if I purify this Snorlax, it would no longer be Shadow. It would become what's it called? It would be my Masters.
Yeah, but then you want
it would have Return. I just don't know how good Return would be in Masters. That's another thing too, some Pokemon are good in, like, some moves are only good in that specific league. So.
Yeah,
Brayden, hi, can I add you? And are you doing raids?
See people running Masters.
Yes, you can add me, absolutely.
With Legendary.
I will do a raid with you if you have raids. I don't have any raids with me.
It's just by Legendary.
It's after
I don't think anyone really runs.
There's just no raids around me. But I'll do some raids. I'll definitely do some raids. I'm doing Dialga tomorrow.
I can see people running Snorlax.
I'll join your stuff.
You muted yourself, by the way. I don't know that.
Yeah. Someone on YouTube. So yeah. I just I'll save that Snorlax. That's my best Snorlax. I shouldn't purify it until I'm ready. Fucking purify my one only Snorlax. I have a Slowking that I already was working on.
Yeah, I got.
So I just purified a Teddy Ursa at 91, and it went into a hundo.
Nice.
And so now I'm looking at all my shadows that are like at 91, and thinking like I can make them into hundos if I'm gonna purify some of these.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna purify them, like, and you want that hundo, yeah, I would definitely do it that way. There's just some that I really want to keep them shadows.
Yeah, and some of them are better. I just have so many that I'm like, you know what? I might just purify a few of these guys. But I have like over 6,000 Pokemon. I really gotta start putting everyone on the plank and start chopping people.
Yeah, that is true. I actually been doing that too, and just throwing a lot of them away. I'm getting up there.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, but it's just like one of those things. Like, you're not gonna be vital to me right now.
That, or I put them in my trade folder, just in case I want to trade them. But it's also the folder I use when double candies come up. I kind of just go in there and I'll like click one off of like every, like if I have like 6 of one, I'll like cut it in half, and that way I keep some for trading still, but I also get the double candies.
That's true.
That's pretty much what I created. I created a trade folder. The thing is, like,
I have a trade folder, right? And I have a whole thing, but no one's been trading lately. It's been kind of sucky. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Brandon. I may stream it. I may not. I don't know. But add me. Add me. My friend code's right down below. My friend code's down below. And I will add you and nickname you. That way I know. And then I will send you invites. So. See, this one is a 50. Now, I have it statted up to where it's supposed to have the community move. If I purify this. The only problem is I want it to have the community move. So 50 has it. This is the problem with Shadow Pokemon. Is that when you purify them, right? They get returned. Then they have a community move. And it always replaces that first slot. And so return is in that first slot and it goes away. And sometimes I want both. I just want both. I want return on one side and I want the community move in slot 2. Why can't it take slot 2? If I bought the slot 2, take slot 2.
Just do it.
Just do what I tell you to do.
Yeah, the only reason I've been purifying is to try to get that metals up to like 3 so I get a couple extra balls for when I do rocket stuff. You know, I don't really need most of them, but just in case, you know. I get one that just doesn't want to get caught for whatever reason.
Yeah.
The only shiny shadow I have, by the way, is a Grimer. I have a shiny Grimer as a shadow. The only reason I kept the dude, he fucking sucked.
I have one like that too. YT. So we got YT actually because your name's different.
Oh, I do have a Shadow Latios. He just fucking sucks. My Latios came out nice though.
Yeah, your Latios. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't have that good of one.
Did you know you can't Mega Evolve them as a Shadow?
Yes. That's why I asked you earlier when I was like, do you have a better one? Because then you could get that one with a hundo and then you Mega Evolve it. But then it's like,
why can't you Mega Evolve them?
Because they're epic. Evil. So I have this shiny C-Dot, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Shadow. And that's why I was thinking about your Grimer. Like, damn. Have you checked its PvP stats?
What, my Grimer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not good. Like, he's on the low spectrum. I do have, I think, a really good Stunky.
Yeah, you're welcome for the gift. Yeah.
Shadow.
So.
And the only reason I think he's probably really good is because his defense is maxed out,
to my lower
his
friends
HP's
first,
maxed out,
and
his
as we
attacks
become
at 0.
best friends, we more or less invite each other to raids more.
And usually that's a good sign.
That is Skunky. Did you? Okay, so you left our Pokemon Go chat, our Pokemon Go Battle League one, but we've been talking about Skunky because that thing has been destroying people in the in the Little Cup. It had it had us all looking at it, and I was like, "Do I run one? It's so freaking good." And and then people started to. It got everyone thinking, "What about Great Cup? Is this thing good in Great Cup?" And people were testing it out, and it turns out he's fucking good in Great Cup too. His evolved forms are good for Great Cup, and this is so so unique. So they can't figure out what's better, the Sato one or the regular one. The regular one wins the mirror, no doubt. It wins the mirror. But the Sato one, you know, if you can sweep. You hold it in that second or third slot, and if you get that counter on it, oh gosh, it will pretty much knock out whatever Pokemon you rotate it into. So.
Oh damn! I'll have to keep that in mind if I ever do. Cause mine's low enough for little. He's only at 236.
That's good.
Oh, but that's him as Stunky, and I don't know if I evolve him if he'd go above 500.
So I think you can hold him back up to, I think, depending what his stats at. But he won't push. Use him in Little Cup, hate him, and then go to evolve him.
Great. So like, all right, you suck. Then let's go to great.
Fucking suck.
Oh god. Dude, I like those people who like rage hardcore. I was watching a Pokemon Go battle guy, and I don't know, he just lost his shit because he like it was just one of those fights, and this is how most of my fights go too. Is all like whoever gets off that last charge wins. It's like it's always that close, like a 50-50. And this guy barely loses. He was like, I'm fucking tapping, and he just picks up his phone, chucks it against the wall.
Oh god.
And I'm just all like, holy shit. But I've been in that situation, like I feel that pain, because I've been all like, I'm tapping it, it's full, I'm tapping it. It's like I've been there, man. I get the frustration.
I've won a few games on the opposite end of that, where like people even claimed like you've had 0 health. I saw no color in your bar, but you got the charge move off and killed them. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I do what I can around here.
I do what I can. Cheating.
That's what Matt thinks. He's like, you're a cheater, bro. There was a funny moment when I was battling, right, and I'm live and they're watching. I'm live streaming this and they're watching, and and I gave them the whole link, and they're in my chat. They're chatting away, and then they're also in the voice call, and they're watching, and there was a moment when I started losing, and then it started lagging.
Oh god.
and then it got back to normal, and I'm still tapping, mind you. You know, when it's lagging, I still tap. I'm like, you fuck it, I'm tapping until you catch up. And it got caught up, and their Pokemon got knocked out, and I see the third Pokemon come out, and I'm already halfway through that third Pokemon, and they're like, fucking hacks. You using your hacks right now? And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, that's just so weird that it just caught up. It's like he wasn't tapping, obviously.
You should have been act like when someone called you a cheater in your chat or something. Act super confused and then go, Clara, what is this? And just do the whole bit because it'd just be hilarious.
Oh god, that'd be so golden. Claire, what is this? Did you put this on my computer again?
Can't believe this girl. Clara. Like, it's so obvious that you don't know anyone named Clara. But it's such a random name to pick, by the way.
It really is. I should do that. I should fucking do that. Do you think Camelot's gonna get a Community Day move?
Which one?
Camelot.
Oh, Camelot?
Yeah, from Numel.
Mate. They can do anything. Look. They'll be all like, what? Charizard doesn't know Bolt Tackle? He does now.
Right.
That would
Abomasnow
be
right
hope.
here. Ooh, it's so hard to purify that one.
It hurts.
It hurts. It hurts. See, I have a few shadow Pokemon that can be Hundos, right? But
Yeah.
the problem is that I want them to have that damage, but I don't raid with them. I don't raid with them enough.
Yeah, rating is just, it's like Masters. You just want the strongest Pokemon possible.
That's why I was telling, we're discussing this in the Battle League chat. And you're missing so much in the Battle League chat. The Battle League, so I was discussing, I sent them an article about League and the meta and everything like that. And the analysts of how to stay ahead of the meta, basically. How to know what's happening in the meta. And basically we're talking about how broken certain things are in the meta. And I was even talking about this in my last live stream, and I was talking about Masters specifically. Like, Masters is probably the most broken meta you can have to deal with. And the reason why is because there are actual Pokemon that cannot compete because of their base stats.
Yeah, they're just too weak.
Yeah, everything is in Masters is just Hundos, and their base stats outrule them. Versus in Great League, this is why I tell them, like, you know what, the Great Cup and anything like at the 1500 range, it's actually really good because every Pokemon can compete. And maybe we outlie a few legendary Pokemon. But it allows every Pokemon to even compete. You can literally go in there with a Mudkip, with a Hundo Mudkip. And a Hundo Mudkip is going to sit at 171 attack. And then the Swampert with a 0 attack, which is typically what we see, a 0 attack with a 15-15, whatever, or 14-15. So with a 0 attack, he's only going to sit at 205. So that Mudkip can actually go toe-to-toe with a Swampert under the right conditions.
Well, because everyone gets max attack when they're in that league, right?
For Masters, everyone's trying to like max out their attack. That's what I'm saying is that it's all base stat. We're assuming in Masters you're running into Masters with Hundos or near Hundos. If you're not running in with near Hundos, yeah, you might have some time. You might have some trouble a little bit. I mean, you can.
No, yeah, I was talking about Great League and Ultra League. They just give you max attack. You don't have to have it, right? That's why you want max defense and max HP, because you just get the attack no matter what.
I don't think so. I haven't heard that or read that, but maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
No, yeah, you have, because you're the one who told me. You're the one who was, when I was talking to you about battle leagues, you're all like, yeah, you don't want attack, because it'll make you too high, and plus you get attack anyway. Like, it just
I was talking about
maxes it for you.
Yeah, so I was talking about the when you're leveling it up. Each time you level up, you get a certain amount of stats per base by your base stats. You know.
Yeah.
So your level your natural stat, it, like, if you have like a for example, Swampert at 205 of a base stat, you'll increase by 7% every level. So if you go ahead and have your Swampert and you evolved, if you went like level 30 and 31, two different things, but you'll have like a 7 base stat naturally, versus if you put it at a full 15. So then if you're putting it into 32, you're now outpacing your own freaking IVs. So, and then you're pushing over your 1500. Alrighty. Brandon wants to battle. Let's do this.
I will say the one cool thing about battling sometimes is if they don't know what, like, if they're not cheating and looking at what you have at first, like you don't tell them what your team is, then it's kind of like an unknown fight. You don't know what your opponent has.
Yeah,
and not knowing can hurt you, obviously, but it can also help you because if they don't know what you have either, they might pick, like all fire Pokemon, and you have all water Pokemon. You're just like, well, I win.
That's pretty true. So I've been trying to get into tournaments, right? And kind of play competitively. And he wants to do Masters. Oh shoot. I have the wrong Pokemon on Masters. It's alright. We'll do that. What's it called? I'm a little bit weak. Give me 1 second. Let me battle this. Keep my topic. Keep my topic.
Okay. Well, I just think in Masters they don't let you don't get to like show off your cool Pokemon if you're trying to win, because you're trying to play the meta. You're trying to
yeah, that's pretty true.
And not very many people have like shiny hundos of the certain Pokemon that you're gonna see in Masters, and so like me. Like, I would really want to, like, just run a full Rockruff team, having my regular Rockruff and then my 2 Lycanroc. As, because that'd just be a cool team. Because not very many people would be all like, this dude's got 3 fucking shiny Rockruffs. Like, what the fuck?
I know.
Like, that'd be me just flexing on people. I'd lose every game, but I'd be all like, yeah.
It would be so golden if you could, what's it called? Use different evolution chains, but you can't. So,
I mean, that would be a cool battle link, though.
Yeah.
If like your first Pokemon has to be a baby, your second Pokemon has to be a great, and then your third has to be an Ultra or Master. That would be a cool lineup, because then like, okay, this is his baby. Obviously you can throw out your Master, but then he's gonna throw out his Master probably. Or if he can beat you, it'd be interesting. And you'd see a lot more different teams. Like you would see, first of all forms as probably as the babies usually, and then you would see like higher of all forms as the game progresses. Like that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool.
It would be cool. I think. So I like the method of Pokemon Stadium.
Why you haven't beat it?
I know I haven't.
you can't even get it past Blaine. You can't even get to Blaine. You're a failure. No, just kidding.
That video had 900 fucking views. Did you see that?
No way your video got 900.
Check it out on YouTube. I was mind blown. Someone pointed it out. They're like, you have like 900 views on that video. And I was like, what are they fucking... It was a live stream video. But I think because it's a challenge, I put in there like #challenge or something.
And you just got a lot of clicks.
And I just got a lot of clicks, I guess. I was surprised about it. I was like, oh. I should really... we gotta get back to that challenge. I still have the packs too for the opening.
I know, I still have the pack.
So
they're just sitting right on my desk here. I'm just waiting for my little brother just to like walk in here and just be all like, Pokemon cards, because he's obsessed with Pokemon cards and just fucking takes them. I just feel like, okay, well, it looks like I gotta go buy another 5.
So I'm setting up a TCG account to sell. I think I'm gonna sell some like Pokemon cards and sell some Yu-Gi-Oh cards too. And then I'm gonna basically use them to fund more openings.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna use them to fund more openings. I'll keep the cool ones, you know. I'm probably just gonna be like
Have you ever got a gold card yet?
remember my Eternus?
Was that gold?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so, but I didn't know if it was a gold card because you know, like, I think the border's gold or something. But but the Pokemon like I think yours is like gold and black, isn't it? It's like fucking dope.
Yeah, it is.
That was cool. I do like the what you remember when we got like the Celebi and we're like that's probably the coolest fucking card in here.
Like a common.
Ew, it looked fucking sick.
It was
though.
pretty cool. I liked it.
It wasn't a full art. It was like a half art, but the art like escaped the barrier. It was kind of like but it wasn't a full art, you know. But it had like a weird layer on it. Like that thing was cool. I like that one. But yeah, I watch the one of the guys I watch on YouTube. He does pack opening, and all his titles are so fucking like one's like I opened $3,000 worth of packs, and they're all like these $300 packs that he had bought, and he actually lost $5,000 of Pokemon packs on the plane because he had lost his bag, and when he went to reclaim his bag, the cards weren't in the bag. Like someone had took the cards out.
Yeah, I remember you telling me this whole story.
Yeah, so he lost like $5,000 worth of Pokemon packs. Like holy shit. And of course the big joke in his community is that he's addicted to opening packs, because like when he's even on different like recording different games with his group, he's opening packs and they can hear him opening packs and they have to be all like, "You stop opening goddamn packs while we're playing." Like he's not even recording the openings, he's just fucking opening packs. Like, oh god.
It's a good addiction. Good addiction.
Well, yeah, one of his lines is that he
GG's,
uses
Brennan.
he's all like, "I'm investing in my kid's future in Pokemon packs, in Pokemon cards." It is because he spent so much money.
I want to get there. I was looking at a few different openings and stuff like that. I wish so. We got a local card shop that opened up down the road from us, and I was looking at they don't sell individual cards yet.
They just sell packs. Okay.
Yeah, they sell packs, and they do sell a few handful of Magic cards. But they try not to hold inventory.
Yeah, because they're in Las Lunas.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They're in Las Lunas.
You know we've had like 5 card shops in Las Lunas, right?
Yeah.
They've all went under.
Yeah. I think they should, because they moved to like a little bit of online a little bit, so they do like, so they'll buy your card, and then they'll basically sell it on TCG.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's pretty smart.
But the only problem with doing that is like, they have to lowball you to make any money. So they got to ship the card out to the TCG.
They do.
So
They do.
like they have to lowball you so hard. It's the same thing with Nobles though. Nobles like either cuts the price in
Shadow
half
Mewtwo
or
came
cuts
out
it in thirds.
like a
It's
year
all
and a
like-
half ago. 2 years ago, almost 2 years
Like
ago.
I thought I had a rare card. You
It's been
do.
a while.
You sell
It's
it
been a
yourself
while.
and you'll make the money. Yeah, but
Mine's a
it's
near
time.
hundo. If I were to purify it,
know where
it
to
would
sell
become
it.
a hundo. I sit there and look at my cards right now, and I wonder if I'll get more money online or if I get more money on by taking them into like even like nobles. So
You'll get more online, but it's just gonna take you a while to find a buyer. Like if you're gonna sell them yourself, but if you're gonna sell them to like a website, you'll get the same amount for between them and nobles usually.
okay.
Yeah, because I was when me and Kyle were selling cards, that's what we learned. I mean, Kyle always went for the fast cash, which was selling to nobles. I was all like, yeah, but dude, if we just sold it on eBay, you can actually, you know, because you can set prices on eBay, and it takes a while to find people though that are willing to pay those prices.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I mean, if you really want to make money, you can always send it in to get graded, and that higher the value tremendously.
It does.
If you get them graded. But they have to get graded good too. If you can send them in and they'll get graded like 6 out of 10 or something, worthless. Like if they're not 9 out of 10 or higher, they're pretty much worthless.
They really are, and even then, like anything lower than 9.5, I've seen players like, I don't really want it. It's like a 9.3, and I'm like, that really broke you? Like what?
Yeah. Yeah, they're looking for those. Those are the card collectors that are looking for the 1010s, you know?
Yeah.
They're gonna pay
And
serious money, though, for those.
Some of it's not even your fucking fault, dude. like I had a card, and it was pre-graded, mind you. Pre-graded. And so, it was pre-graded at, what's it called? It was pre-graded at like 9 point, like I think it was like 9.5.
Okay.
And I was like, I literally just opened this pack and asked you for a grading. And and he's like, yeah, well, you see the edges right here? It wasn't well printed in the center. No, it's not even my fucking fault.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's the printer. Yeah, it is, dude. That is true. It's the printer's fault. But you do know that there is a market for misprinted cards.
Mm-hmm.
And they range from all kinds, because I have a misprinted card, and it's the only reason I know this, because when I was living with you and I was getting Pokemon cards in the mail, I didn't get one from Stone and Jump, and I was just all like, well, it's not that big of a card, like no one really wants it, but I was like, fuck it, I paid my money, I want the card, so I like emailed them. And I was like, I didn't get my card. I don't know what proof you need that I didn't get it, but I swear to you, I do not have it. And they were all like, oh, no worries, we'll send you one. And they sent me one, and it is so fucking misprinted. Like, it was just like stamped halfway off the card. And so I was all like, you know what? I wonder if there's a market for these. And there is. And there's a whole list. Like, they can have letterings done wrong, they can have faded letterings, they can have offset lettering, you know, offset photos, the whole range of things that just make them fucking weird. And yeah, there's a couple that like are worth like more than normal, like the normal card's like $1.50, but the misprint's like 500.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's actually, like, I believe it. I believe it because, what's it called? My dad was selling his Kobe cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy even, like, one of the guys, he was like saying the same thing. He's like, you know, this was like a misprint. You see how like the cards kind of like off the side? He's actually not supposed to be off on the photo.
Yeah.
And my dad never knew. He had a card, you know, it had like, it generally had Kobe kind of in the card, but I guess his legs were kind of like off, and the guy's like, so I was like, this is straight up going to be like graded at a 2, and no one's really going to be looking for this. But there is a market for misprints for Kobe cards. Like, Kobe cards are completely messed up.
Yeah, that are just fucked.
And then he's like, and this might be a good one because this is in good condition. Like, what they do is they look at the condition of it and then see the misprint of it, and they know that there's a couple cards out there that has a misprint. And I was like, what? And then the pandemic hit. before we got to submit our cards in. So, yeah, dude,
there's some really weird good things like that out there that people just collect. People collect all kinds.
It's a little bit laggy. A little bit laggy there. So, yeah. People's interest, I tell you.
Yeah, but that's the only way, like, half that stuff has value. Like, cards only have value to people who give it value. Because obviously, like, the card's worth, like, half a penny. To be honest. Like, if you had your own printing machine and your own templates, you could just print 1,000 of those fuckers off.
Yeah, true.
Which you know what I found out? You can actually buy the templates for Yu-Gi-Oh cards and probably any type of card. But yeah, you can buy the template.
Oh, I do know that because Yu-Gi-Oh cards, are like, I saw that. I saw I could buy like a template, and they're like, you can create your own Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I was like, really? It's a weird fucking template to buy.
Yeah.
What time am I streaming tomorrow?
I saw an actual template for that you could buy online, and it was I was thinking about getting it for Dakota. It was a Blue Eyes White Dragon template.
In about 18 hours.
It's just a metal template that I guess they put ink on it or something, and then that presses down into the paper or something, and that's how they make the card.
Yeah.
I was
so
all like,
what time zone are you?
Buy that for Dakota, then he can print out all his Blue Eyes. I mean, he wouldn't have the machine or any of the special stuff to do it, but I mean, he would have the template.
That's very true.
I did buy him a cool Blue Eyes last time I was in town, though.
Was it as cool as those 3D printed Blue Eyes?
I think it was a Ghost Rare Blue Eyes. And I got a few bucks off the asking price at Nobles because I'm like, it's scratched up, man. Because it was a little scratched. It was scratched a little bit, and you could obviously tell. And I was just all like, man, it's pretty scratched, and you're asking like $90 for it. And so I think I got it for like 80 or something, which I thought was better than 90. So I was just all like, all right, I'll take it. I was gonna buy it either way, to be honest.
Yeah. $90 is a lot for a Blue Eyes. 1 second, let me talk to my chat. Yeah, Brayden, I'll be streaming during raid hour. So right now it is 11. So it's about 18 hours away. Yeah, it's 11 at night right now. If you want to do the math there.
Set your timer.
I am not Central, not West Coast USA. I'm like Mountain.
You're Mountain, yeah. You're Mountain time.
No one knows that there's a Central. Mountain time. There's only 3 time zones in America that people know.
Yeah, Central, West Coast and East Coast, I think.
Yeah, and you will forget about us in the middle, the mountain. 11:30, 11:13. Yeah, it is 11:13. You nailed it. I don't really have any other Pokemon to fucking purify. I don't know if I want to purify these things. I'll purify this Ninetales. I don't know, man. Fuck. There's like 16 more. Yeah, you nailed it, Brayden. I don't know what time it is for you, but you're nailing it. 11:13. This purification of Shadow Pokemon is making me broke.
Yeah.
It's just costing so much Stardust, and I knew it would. I just wish it didn't.
Yeah, that is true. It does cost a lot of Stardust. Like I've saved up quite a bit, so I can purify every now and then. But yeah, if I went through and purified like every one I got, yeah, I'd probably drop like at least 200,000 Stardust. Yeah, it's like 3 grand per. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a whole tag for 1,000, but I went through it. I went through all of it.
Okay.
This Alakazam can use a Hundo though. I don't think I'm gonna do the 5,000s. All right, Brayden. Thank you so much for stopping by. Good chatting with you. I'll invite you to some raids as far as Dialga and stuff like that. Starting tomorrow, and I hope to stream that. I'm actually just gonna work on streaming that. I feel like I've been getting a lot more. Like I've been going out and streaming the raids, and people have been joining the raids. And I think
good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing that just because our group is falling off. No one's showing up to the fucking raid hour, and everyone's begging for freaking raid invites, and then they don't show up to the raid invites, and I'm like, oh, why are you even in here? So,
Yeah, I mean here, there's a constant like 5 that show up for every raid hour, and that's always cool. But like most people, like the huge groups, like they're gonna be out tomorrow for Dalgia because a lot of them want the candy. So there's gonna be quite a bit of people, I'm thinking, tomorrow. But like for the Articunos and all that crap, no one. Like
no
it's just 5 people, and then we're all like, yeah, no one really wants these because they all got shinies already. I'm all like, yeah, but how many of them have shiny?
Exactly. And not only that, but I was telling people, I'm like, so I was talking to Sandoval about this because he was telling me how he doesn't click on a poke. If he has a shiny of it, he doesn't click on it. It's like, I have a shiny Pikachu. Why am I gonna click on any other Pikachu? And then he does the same thing. Like if I have a shiny of that Pokemon that I rated for, I'm not gonna raid for it. And I told him the game gets really boring after a while. And I was like, with the amount that I play, I have like 220 fucking. I have over like 520 shinies, and in my Pokedex there's apparently 220. So, you could kind of divvy it out and figure out that there's some duplicates in there, and that's expected during community days, but that's not too much of a duplicates if you think about it. And especially because I transfer a lot of my shinies. I don't transfer them. I send them to Pokemon Home. And what's it called? Anyway, so I was talking to him about the whole thing, and I was like, if you're just gonna be a shiny collector, why are you not trying to get the candy and power up your shinies?
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, you still need candies. Like, even people that I met here, like, they're still like, well, I guess I'm gonna be out for this day to get just the candies. Like, I don't need the Pokemon. I have a perfect, but I need the candies because there's no way you have at level 50 all the mega candies you need for every Pokemon.
For every Pokemon,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
There is no way. And then, my whole thing too is it's like. Because they were like, well, I only play this game to raid and stuff, and I told them, well, why are you not going out and getting the candies for the Pokemon when you have a chance, and then using those Pokemon in the raids? Because honestly, some raids are just bodies. You just need a fucking body in there. You don't need totally crazy counters. So if you had the shiny version, and like for example, I was telling Sandoval, I was like, if you right now there's Dialga, and if you had like what's it called, um, a shiny Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is not a top raid counter. No one
Yeah, no.
really runs him for anything really. But if you had a shiny and you powered him up and you went during every year during Fight Fest and everything like that, and you did the fight event and you got a bunch of Hitmonlees and you got the XL candies and you maxed out your shiny and everything, wouldn't it be cool to fucking raid with them? Like,
Yeah.
if you maxed out your shiny level 1, level 2 Hitmonlee, it's still gonna do some decent damage to a fucking Dialga. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Well, also, if you really like rating, also,
mm-hmm.
and you've done like just a little bit of research, and you're like, all right, this is the strongest steel Pokemon in the game. I'm gonna get 6 of him, max all 6 out, so I will have the strongest steel team I can have.
Yeah.
To counter whatever raid I need to that is weak against steel.
That's
like, wouldn't you do that? Like, that would make sense to me.
That's what I did. I did that for what's it called? So when I was first like getting back in the game and raiding, I couldn't really compete. I couldn't really get the Dialga and all them, you know.
Yeah.
So when I caught one, I was working hard on powering that one up just so that I can get to the next raid and use them for the next raid, and then it became a little easier and so on and so forth. As I caught more and more legendaries, was then able to help me catch future legendaries. And I was able to even start powering up those guys like, hey, like Landorus. By the time I got to Landorus, I was able to catch like 14, 15 Landorus. Found out they were really good for freaking raiding. Landorus is one of the best ground type Pokemon out there. I started to just like, hey, let's use Landorus, let's power him up. So now I have like 3 or 4 of them in the 3000k of CP, and I power them all up as such. And when electric Pokemon or something pops up for that's weak to Landorus, I drop all 4 of them in there and just murder it. It's like, it's just that much easy. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, it would make it a lot easier. And plus, I don't think our group realizes, because they're always asking for help on like super easy ones, and I'm just all like, you can duo that.
yeah,
I'm like 100% you can duo that. All you need is like one guy to have Omega, and then just run like dark types or whatever. But run strong dark types. Like, I'm not saying like get in there and throw like the weakest dark type you found, like a fucking like, or rock type. Like, I'll take Shuckle. Like, you know, like I'm gonna use 6 Shuckles because he's weak against rock. Is all like, that ain't. They're all gonna die instantly. He only gets up to like 500.
Yeah. I think they take my typing so fucking literal sometimes. Cause I'll tell them like, use a rock or whatever. Like, what's the Moltres? I was like, you know, you can solo it if you just throw a fucking rock at it. And then
and then they run like Shuckle, and you're just all like, not that fucking rock guy.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, like what? I get all frustrated then.
Yeah.
Why do I have to be specific with you?
I mean, I did like when you started taking pictures of people who were like across from you, and you're just pointing them out in chat, like, who's running this dude? Who is running this?
Like, fence it. I really created a toxic environment doing that.
Well, because you're kind of getting upset that no one was making teams, and they were just going with like the weakest recommended they had.
Yeah, and that was all because of Mega Latios.
Oh yeah, you needed a team.
Yeah, I needed a team, and then after that, I was like, because I have always preached, team. You need a team. And people never understood why the importance of team, because I tell them, I was like, the faster you beat it, the more Pokeballs we get. And so whenever people are like, I failed to catch it, because I don't know how many times I've heard people like, I didn't get to catch it. Oh, it ran away from me. Oh, it ran. I'm like, well, if you had a team, you would have 1, 2, 3 extra fucking Pokeballs.
Fucking right. So that's not guarantee a catch, but I'm just saying you would have more of a chance.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead of us freaking coming out of the raid with 11 fucking chances. Like.
Yeah, I've had that happen a lot. I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah, it's stressful because sometimes you're like trying to like really get it, and you're like, I don't want my. For me, I don't want my remote to go to waste. I want the candy. You know, I worked for the candy really, so I want to catch it. And then here they are like going in there with some weak ass counters and then freaking going in there with damn freaking Onyxes. And Slackings with freaking bulk and no attack. I'm like, you fucking a-holes.
Bulk up. It doesn't work. I just like when we figured that out in Stadium. I was like, dude, he's gonna bulk up first thing every time.
First turn every time, yeah. Oh god.
But yeah, no, you're. I agree with you on that. Like, especially with the level 6 raids, like, and they were still doing the recommended. You just have to call them out. It's all like, guys, we have 7 of us. We need like 12 if you're all gonna do recommended.
Yeah.
Like this is ridiculous.
Yeah. I was really upset during that whole thing.
You were getting frustrated. You turned that chat pretty toxic pretty quick because once you started taking pictures of people and calling them out, I was started laughing, dude. I was just all like, oh, he is taking this serious as fuck.
Because it's my pass on. I was the number 1 person that was helping everyone on it, and what was frustrating about it was that people who had assigning Latios and Latias weren't raiding for this mega.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh well, I already have the shiny. Why do I want to raid for the mega? Megas aren't that cool. You only get to use it. It's not permanent. And I'm like, megas help a lot during a fucking raid.
Yeah. Well, and now you get like extra candies and a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, now you get a
Omega.
bunch of shit. Dude, I was wearing a Mega Lopunny. Dude, I was getting 4 XL candies for that Meditite every fucking time.
Oh, was it like a level like 3 Mega or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone around here has been talking about that. Like, we have one guy, he constantly just like every time he's out, like, oh, have you guys got your level 3 Megas? Have you guys been doing your Megas every day to get them up?
I've been trying. I've been doing it every week or every time the cooldown's done. Like, I go daily and I go in there and I hit my Omega tab and I see what can he Mega Evolve. I hit the can Mega Evolve and I'll evolve them all. And then I'll evolve and I'll cancel the other ones. You know how it's like, if you Mega Evolve this one, it'll end this Mega. I'm like, yep, I don't care.
Well, yeah, well, there's one guy that had, I think he had like 5 Mega Charizards, like separate ones. And I asked him why he was doing that. And he's all like, oh, well, this week there's going to be nothing but fire Pokemon. So I'm going to have one for every day. And I'm all like, oh, okay. And because they were free.
Yeah.
Because once you Mega Evolve them using like the 200 candies or something, then it starts that timer and you can evolve it for free once a week.
Yeah.
And
so when you get it down, you can get it down to as low as 3 days.
Yeah, so that's what he was doing. He was pretty much just tapping on them, and he just constantly had, because they only run for 8 hours, and so he like has a gacha and everything, and he just keeps his gacha on all the time. So he'll like evolve one at like 4 in the morning, and then evolve another one at like 2 in the afternoon, and that way he can run the entire day. That's
pretty cool because That's kind of like that. I'm not doing it that excessive, but
Yeah, this guy was on another level, dude.
yeah,
This
that's
guy's on
another level. That's like knowing your events and knowing your encounters. You know, which is pretty good because I just what is it called? I just mega evolve to mega evolve. I'll do put like like a normal type or something or whatever the weather condition is that because you assume the weather is gonna spawn something. And during the water events, I was putting my my Gyarados and my Blastoise on last, but I wasn't trying to synchronize it. I wasn't trying to make sure that I always had a Blastoise or a water Pokemon Mega. I didn't try to look for my Slowbro and time them. I just kind of like, oh, okay, well, I'll Mega Evolve them.
Yeah, but you did take the Rocket one, like, super series where they were spawning every hour. Didn't you have a timer at night for almost like every hour to get up and battle a Rocket, dude? You'd have enough 12k eggs to walk during the day or some shit.
I love how that was like I was flexing that so hard that I think I created another toxic environment because someone told me later on, they're like, what's it called? They're like, your messages made me feel like I wasn't playing Pokemon enough and I wasn't getting out and walking.
I feel like that with Matt sometimes whenever I'm like, oh, I'm at work, I can't really play, and he's just all like, what? We all work, and I was all like, you all have gotchas. I don't have a gotcha. I have to physically play the game.
Yeah. Lately these guys have been saying the same thing about the freaking new incense. They're like, I can't play from home with it. And I'm like, it really is not designed for you to play from home.
Yeah, but it's a 15-minute walk, dude.
Yeah. Fucking they're like, I haven't had someone was grieving about this. Or I was saying I haven't had a spawn at all these past 2 days. I'm like, I've been walking, like.
Yeah, because they spawn like mad when you walk.
Yeah, they spawn like constantly. I click out of one and I have another one.
Yeah, because I think I got like 15 or 20 today in 15 minutes, and I was like, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
I was walking around the park.
So, it's easier when you walk in a straight line, by the way.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like they're all like, oh, I gotta walk. And it's like, dude, you can literally just walk down your block and then walk back and do that for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like...
And it's actually better, I feel, if you just walk in a straight line, because I felt like I got better spawns when I walked in a straight line.
It's luckier. I mean, you should do it where I did run into at the park, there's a ton of Pokemon that spawn. And when I was just trying to click on just the daily ones, they were overlapping, and I just couldn't always click on the one I wanted. So I would say do it at a place that doesn't spawn so much if you're just going for the daily
Just for Pokemon. The daily Pokemon. That's actually pretty true. I waited for my lures to end before I started using mine. And I had used my incense. I used the lure and incense, and I did it after my my whole what's it called? I did it after my spotlight hour. I did it on one account, and then I popped up the second account, and then started doing it on that one. Alrighty, 100 purified fucking Pokemon.
Did it. That takes so
45, long. Baby!
Oh man, that takes you so long.
It really does.
So long. Well, that's like the whole battle thing too, when people are all like, oh, well, you get like only like 20 a day battles. You know that's like 2-3 hours, right?
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's like an hour. I tell people like it's an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half of my day to battle.
Yeah, and that's if you do it like straight. You're doing it like straight. Yeah, it's so, and that's why I like those 50 or 100 days where you get 100 of them, you're just all like, okay, I'm gonna be on for like 6 hours.
Right. I have like a billion things going on over here in my chat. Do you see my fucking my my encounter and everything? It's so weird. It's alright. Let's see what this. Hey Hoppy, I want to check in on your progress. It looks like you've grown even more as a trainer since we last spoke. As a professor, you got sucked up by a wormhole, remember? As for me, I've been spending a lot of time with my buddy lately, and I helped me think of some new research opportunities. Remember your first buddy Pokemon? I remember mine. There's a mysterious hex nut Pokemon Melton. Oh, that's actually pretty cool for buddy Pokemon Melton start. I still remember the day it earned its own best buddy ribbon. That's a proud moment in any trainer's journey. Don't you think? Melton has been around the block a few times, but I still look forward to the next Pokestop we'll visit. Why don't you and your buddy go visit some of your favorite places together? Power up 45 times, spin 15 stops, and make 450 nice throws. Pretty cool. So, I'm already partially way through. I'm 2.5 million into my level 45 already.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I finally got around to purifying. Because it was just like, why? Anyways, I was gonna say, yes, battling takes like hour and a half. I can't do it any sooner than that. And sometimes it does take me like a full-blown 2 hours, and that's because some matches, especially in the Great League, when it's just trading blows or even Masters, I've timed out.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen you totally run out of time, and I'm just all like, that sucks. Because some of those, I think you were about to win.
I was about
like
to
eventually
Yeah.
you were gonna win, but it was just the guy stalled it out, and I was all like, oh my god.
Right, and that's the thing that's the interesting thing of like people are like, oh, battles are so quick, and I'm like, I think when you get to a certain skill level, it's just trading blows.
It really is.
Like what's it called? In the Go Battle League, Sandoval and all them, they all post their videos. I can kind of post a few videos. I'll record. I'll get ready to post videos, but I don't always get to post a video because my videos are longer than 3 minutes, and Facebook Messenger only allows 3-minute videos. So, and some of my recordings 4.5 minutes long. I can't even trim them. And I tell them that they're like, why don't you post more of your videos? And I tell them, my videos are so fucking long. My battles are not straightforward like your guys's. And I actually found out I'm the highest rank.
Oh, in it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pushing into 2200. I'm almost into the next rank, but I'm really far into Ace Trainer. I'm the closest to Legend.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool if you could break some of those.
Right. I want to, and then I want to compete in these tournaments and start doing this stuff because I'm like, you know what? I'm like there. I'm fucking competing in that level already. Let's just see where I stand. So.
Just see how this goes real quick. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, especially if you get like pretty good at it, you know, because but yeah, I mean, it is surprising to me that like I get why Great League is the chosen tournament league because it gives everyone kind of more of a chance, and it's much more exciting than Masters. Like, because Master, you're just looking at the same Pokemon over and
And
over.
over, yeah. I was
Yeah.
telling them that Masters plays themselves. They just play themselves, really. They don't. Um, basically, you open up with this Pokemon, and then you switch over to this Pokemon. So you open up with Dialga, and then when Dialga's out there, you rotate into Groudon. If Groudon's out there, you rotate in Kyogre. There's no diversity. And it's all base stats, really. Because we assume that everyone has a hundo. You don't. Versus in Great League, they may not have a hundo. They might be running that 0-15-15, and then some of them might be running that 0-14-15. Some might be running a 2-12-12, which has blown everyone's mind that they do that. Like 2-12-12. Some people run a 1-13-14. And
Yeah.
that's been like one of the newest metas that people have been trying to do. A 1-13-14 or 1-14-13 or something. And the reason why is because Niantic did a recent update on Blue Battle League. And they made it to where something called move priority. So whenever there's a speed tie, like charge move and stuff like that, and whenever you're going to tie with the other opponent when you guys are both hitting the same move, instead of going to connection, it goes to whoever has the highest attack.
Oh, okay.
So people have been putting, like, remember how previously I said 0 attack's really good?
Yeah.
People have been putting 1 attack stat and finding that 1 attack stat is enough to give them a move priority so that when they have a mirror match, they can get their charge move off first.
Yeah. See, little changes like that can spice up the game because everyone's been hammering these 0 attacks, so they all have 0 attacks, and then like they change it, and now the guy who has the 1 attack is now like beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, he's beating everyone and everything. So I found it very interesting that they made that little change before Worlds. And we're gonna have to see how it really plays out. But I've been getting beat out by those speed ties because someone has that 1 attack, and I'm like, fuck. They only have 1. That's all they have. I know that's all they have because we're doing the same amount of damage almost. And maybe where he has a chip more than I do on the health. I don't know. But it's so similar that I'm like, you're beating me because you have 1 extra attack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, like I said, there's more diversity in Great League than in Master League.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they chose Great League as their tournament of choice, because like every tournament that you see, it's always like it's a Great League tournament. You hardly ever see an Ultra or a Masters. You're like, if it's an official tournament, it's Great League.
Yeah, and I know everyone's over here preaching that they should make Ultra, and I'm like, Ultra's not totally far-fetched, but I'm not against it. I'm just, I don't know, the one I am against is Masters. Masters is bullshit.
Masters is bullshit, yeah. Yeah.
They should bring in Ultra with Megas. I would love to see how that plays out.
Yeah. Having Megas would definitely shake things up a little bit. Just because I think most people would run a Mega, which would cut down, like a lot of like you would kind of like guess like what he would have as a Mega.
Yeah.
But I would also think like they could do other stuff too if they added Megas into the mix. Then it'd be cool though if they also added Mega bonuses into the mix, where if you had a Mega on your bench, or even when he's out, that he gets they give off the same bonus to the same typing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool because everyone, when the Mega event came out, right? Everyone ran just Mega Gyarados. And then a bunch of other Megas that they just fucking unlocked because some people didn't fucking raid for Megas, which was probably the funniest thing ever. So they had Mega Venusaur and Mega Charizard and Mega Blastoise because that's what the event gave them free candies for.
I would think you'd see a lot of Mega Beedrills too, because that was like the first free Mega everyone gets.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, I did see a handful of Mega Beedrills. But the other thing was, when I got past a certain point in the league, it was just Mega Gyarados every time. Mega Gyarados. And no one had anything else. And then I started running Mega Latios. And that was comedic because no one had it. And I was just like, is this because he's not good? Or is this because you guys didn't raid for him?
Well,
but then I
would think both.
Yeah. I saw the charts, and there was a lot of trainers who were complaining about the event because they're like, well, I didn't have the Megas for this Pokemon. I'm like, that's because your dumbass didn't fucking raid for them for the year, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what I loved about the event was that it awarded me, who's been grinding hard for those Megas. I really wanted that Mega Absol, that Mega, what's it called? Mega Altaria, Mega Kangaskhan and stuff. Like, I really went for those. Mega Lopunny, like, I really went out of my way to get those Pokemon. So, I'm like, that was rewarding. It was an event that was made for me. And people were complaining about it, and they're talking about not bringing it back. And I'm like, it was so well balanced. Don't even give me that shit. Megas tore up the legendaries.
Yeah, and I think that's why people don't like it, because they invest so much into those legendaries and not into the Megas, that they're just all like, oh, Mega shouldn't be able to beat a legendary. Yes, it should. Yeah. You know how powerful a Mega is?
Right? We literally saw Alon take his Mega Charizard and beat up Primal Groudon, Primer Kyogre, and Mega Rayquaza. And then go on to get his ass kicked by Leon in the World Coronation. But that's besides the point. The point is, we saw his Mega go toe to toe with 3 legendaries.
Yeah, proving that they're powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Yeah, but I will say that if someone was complaining about not having enough candies for like the Mega Latios or Latias, I could see that. They were harder than hell. If you didn't have a big group, they were harder than hell to get candies for.
Right.
Like, even the group I had, because when we first did it, not everyone showed up because everyone had their shinies already of it. Mm-hmm. And so we had, like, a 6-man team, and we tried it with 6, and it's like, no. None of us had the right Pokemon to do it, and that's when I started like inviting you guys, and they were inviting a whole bunch of people, and I think we were getting up to like 15 or something, and still it was a challenge.
It really was. We were talking about it, and someone was telling me we beat it with 3 people. I'm like, you're full of shit. You're full of fucking shit.
You didn't record it. It didn't happen.
Yeah, because I told him, I was like, I failed with 11 fucking people. And I was pissed. I was pissed.
You were pretty upset on those. You were so upset. I remember you texted me about a certain person, and then you're just all like, I don't want him in the group. Can you please join? And I was just all like, yeah, man, I'll join. Because he was one of the people who would bring recommended. He was like at level like 26 or something. And so he just had shit Pokemon.
Yeah. There was... I remember one of his raids, dude. I know who you're talking about. One of his raids, we did it 3 times. 3 fucking times. We basically did the entire duration
45 minutes.
Almost 45 minutes. It was insane. because we didn't jump right at the 45, but the egg hatched, and we were trying to get a group, and people kind of, you know how they trickle in, and we finally got enough after like a good 15 minutes had closely passed. And then I wouldn't even say at 15 minutes. I would say only 10 minutes really passed. And then we still had like 35 minutes to do the raid. And I remember in the last jump, it was like 7 minutes left. And I was like, we gotta jump now. They're like, do we have enough? I'm like, jump now. Like, you're gonna burn my pass.
Oh yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm the guy in that group doing that. So like, please don't burn my pass. Please come back. I got like 5 minutes to do this. Can we just get a couple more people?
So.
But you were getting upset on some of those because I think you had burned like 3 passes at one point.
I did.
And you just didn't want to burn anymore. You're just all like, I'm going in with people I know we're gonna win.
yeah, because there was people who generally like I don't know if you saw in the chat. I started asking people. I'm like, do you have a like? Can you screenshot me your set team? And
I can see that. I do remember this conversation.
Because I wanted to see what they were pre-setting, what they were building. Like, why are you going on these raids?
Yeah, because I think that was the same time when you were screenshotting, like, who is this? And shit like that. And you were circling them and shit.
Dude, I remember that one where I had, like, hilarious. 13 people circled in the raid. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, because there was one where we failed with 9, and I was just like, unfucking believable. Like, we shouldn't be failing with 9.
Yeah, especially, on some of those, not failed with 9. Dude, that was like me today with the Mega Gengar. Because people I was inviting on the first raid, we were just getting, they were all picking Psychic. And I admit, I forgot that it was Dark, not Psychic you're supposed to use. And we were just getting one shot. And then, but when he got low, I felt like I was the only one on the field. Cause I was doing less like slight damage, and like my Pokemon are just going down. This is like my 3rd team. And I'm just all like, you motherfuckers better not be pulling that shit. Like and the time's going down, and the time's very important.
Yeah.
And I was just, I don't know.
I tell people on the Mega, I'm like, dude, you need to like come back in like immediately with the Mega, because every 20 seconds you lose 10 Mega Stones.
Yeah, and the whole point of doing those is for the stones mostly. Yeah,
I'm like, you gotta. I hate people who are raiding Megas for the signies. Those are the ones who piss me off. I don't help them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I stopped helping them. And the reason why is because they don't rate it when they're in the 3 stars.
Oh, are they in 3 stars sometimes?
Sometimes those Megas will be in 3 stars. Sometimes you'll have a 3-star Mega. As a week ago, I think we had a 3-star Charizard. It wasn't a Mega Charizard, it was a 3-star Charizard. And then the Mega came out, and you were rating for the Mega, and they were like, it's like, I'm looking for the shiny. I'm like, why were you not looking for the fucking shiny when it was a 3-star Charizard?
Yeah, last week when we could do it with a motherfucker. No, yeah, I agree with you. But I will say on one of those, he had, was during the event where he had the hat.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, that shiny, that was a little different, I will say. I really want, that's like the only shiny I just want a cool looking shiny Charmander. Like, I don't care if he's a shadow, I don't care if I want him to have the hat, but he doesn't have to have the hat. I just want a shiny Charmander so I can evolve him into a shiny Charizard.
I have a shiny Charizard, and I don't know if I should power him up for you, or if I should like hang on. But I did evolve him for the move.
Oh, okay, you got the move on him. Yeah, that's all. That's all he really needs. Because the stats are gonna re-roll.
Yeah, the stats are gonna re-roll. So.
But since we're lucky friends, he should be at like what, like 80% or higher
80%. I swear, if you got an 80 on the, I'd be like, damn, dude.
on a lucky trade. Yeah, you
Lucky,
would. Damn. Well, I guess that's your luck. That's,
I got a
dude,
hundo.
I got a hundo. Dude, I like when we did the Pikachu and you nearly guessed the hundo Pikachu.
Aw, dude, it was so golden.
Like one stat off.
Right. And it's a hundo. Here, let me say bye to my stream.
Alright.
Alright, guys. It is late. And I am ready for bed. Me and Bishop are just chatting. I hit level 45. We're all good. Thank you, Brayden, for all the battles. We'll invite you to some raids. Aqua for the adding. And Yug Daddy. You're welcome to add me also. So, anyways, guys, you guys all enjoy the stream. Tomorrow we'll be streaming again as far as raids goes. So, anyways, guys, you guys have a wonderful night. Peace.